What is up, YouTube? This is Dave from AsianWithHat over here, and we got the ITW FASTmag clones. They go about $18 to $20 on Evike.com. If you wanted the real one, you can go to AirsoftGI.com, and you can get them for like $35 for a single. On Evike.com, if you were to pay for the $20 one, you get a double over here, like seen in the picture. With these ITW FASTmag clones, they are really good because you have one drag point versus having an all drag point. That's just based on preference for me. And these are open top, or if you had like some kind of Condor, Pantac, Voodoo belt, or not belt, but magazine pouches. You have either of those tabs, and I don't like to keep tabs on, I don't like to use those tabs and just move it. It's just one step I'd like to remove from just reloading. So with that one drag point over here, when I pick up from that one drag point, it's practically free. But if you were to use the taco, it's all dispersed over here, so the drags are all over here. So that's just based on preference. If I do use tacos, I prefer to use them in the front. But I just use this to practically hold my my speed loader. And I just use my emergency mags over here. One problem that I had with these ITW FASTmag clones is that right down here, if you can notice, is that that's supposed to be this, but when I got it, I tried and pull on this, and I couldn't, so I grabbed a flathead screwdriver and twisted on it, and I guess you can say that I pushed in too deep over here. That's what she said. What happened was that when I pushed it in and I twisted out, this broke off, and I guess you can say that this is a pretty cheap plastic. I mean, imagine if you heard it in real life, but I think that's pretty, I guess you could say a pretty tinny type of plastic. But what I did was that when I finally got this off, I put some super glue under this tab, and now it holds in. When I did this a little while ago and I try and do that to this tab, it would actually come off very easily. But with the super glue, it actually holds in. So I guess you could say that the super glue is really handy in airsoft. So if you guys can, try and keep some super glue with you guys when you're playing. But that's one of the only other problems. The only other problem that I had is that the drag points over here were kind of too much for me. So sometimes when I was trying to reload, it would take about this much off the ground, saying so. Let's just imagine about an inch above where it should be from the belt. It would take about this much force to actually pick it up. Now, I'm not saying that that's bad for everyone. Depending on how you like it, you can actually have it like that, and you can have a high adrenaline reload or your oh shit reload. So when you're reloading, you can have that high drag over here, and it would help when you're reloading, so that you know that it's still there and you can just pick up and reload on it. But for me, I prefer to just keep it a little bit of a medium drag versus a really high drag. So what I did was that I put some spacer down here and let it sit, let the mag sit up a little bit higher. It only sits up by like 6 millimeters, but with that 6 millimeters, it actually does help with the sitting on here, and so because of that, there's a little bit of drag like that, and so that's perfect for me. The rubber bands, they're really helpful. Depending on some of the points, they really did help. Down over here, when you start getting below the middle one, you start to lose your retention a lot, and I'm not talking about little, just a lot. But when you get over here, it gets about a medium, and right down here, right up here, it does work, but I just kept it down here just because I kind of think that this will slip eventually somehow. So this over here, with all the indents over here, it really does help to keep it sitting on here. So I know you guys are wondering if these will actually fall out. Well, as you can notice over here, when I try and do this, it won't actually fall out. Even if I was running, this would happen probably. But I mean, when gravity happens, and in airsoft there's always gravity, unless you're sitting these upside down, then gravity will pull on this. But because gravity is holding it down, drags the drag point right here is holding it down, so I don't think this will just fly out of nowhere. So I think that's just that's really good that it does that. In the next review very soon, I'll be doing an HSGI taco review, and it will be with the X2R tacos. And so basically they hold 2 mags. An ITW FASTmag, if you were to buy one, it costs about $35, the real one, and you only get a single. I got these two for about $20, so that's a pretty good deal. I don't know if you think that this is mil-spec or not. Mil-spec or not, I really do like this mag. I give it a 4 out of 5. The reason why not a 5 out of 5 is just because of these problems down over here and the retention over here. And that's just me. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to AsianWithHat, and I will see you guys in the next video.